Earlier in the lesson, students thought about a way that people could have improved the places where Butte's early and mid-20th century children played. Did Columbia Gardens help meet that goal? It's a way to help wrap up a lesson and provides formative feedback for teachers to find out whether students met the lesson's learning targets.
So let's find your index card, your little white card, on your paper, on your table. Everybody find that? Okay, on one side, you wrote a suggestion for the children of Butte to make them have better places to play, right? Okay, and you all had lots of different kinds of suggestions because I looked around and I saw some of them. What I want you to do now is think about what we learned about Columbia Gardens. And we have a question for you. You can add this onto your paper, your card. If you think Columbia Gardens made a change like the one you suggested for Butte's children, explain how. So look at your suggestion and think to yourself, did Columbia Gardens do that for the kids of Butte? Yes? Explain how. If you said that you thought they needed a playground, or a water park, or a roller coaster, or flowers to pick, or something like in that list of things that we talked about, then you might be able to explain how Columbia Gardens did that. If your suggestion didn't show up in Columbia Gardens, if it wasn't something that Columbia Gardens provided, then give an example of how Columbia Gardens did improve life for children.
I think they did. I think it almost, I like what you're saying here because it almost kept the minds out of the kids' heads. Because what were they thinking of when they went to the gardens?
The games and stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Nice, yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Where do you find this? On,
Playground?
yeah. Did Columbia Gardens have playgrounds?
Mm-mm.
Let's look.
They had mine shafts and tunnels.
That's in the city of Butte. This is
Yeah.
Columbia Gardens. It's a different place.
So yeah,
So let's look at it. It had acres of
grass, greenhouses,
intricately
design flower gardens, and a lake, a zoo, playground, and pavilions and penny arcades.
So you can guess that their playground probably had some of these things, don't you think? Okay, so what's your answer? If you think
Yes.
Columbia Gardens made a change like the one you suggested, explain, right? So go ahead and you can explain how what you suggested is like what they had. Okay?
Good.
Good job.
Sponsored by the Montana Historical Society with funding from the National Endowment for the Humanities.